You're listening to the Murder Speaks podcast, the show that spills the tea about true crime. Here's your host, Wendy Hinbest.
Hey, welcome back to Murder Speaks. I hope everyone's having a great week. I'm not sure how it is where everyone else is in the world, but where I am, there's a very bad storm. It looks like we're going to have a white Christmas. Anyway, today's real crime story is about 23-year-old Jacey McWilliams of Jacksonville, Florida. Jacey was born in July 1984 to Jay and Christine McWilliams. She was really close to her family. She talked to her mother on a regular basis, and she worked in the service department at a car dealership. She lived with her boyfriend, but unfortunately, he broke up with her, so she moved back in with her parents. The night of February 24th, 2008, she went out with some friends, and she met a guy named David Martin. David Martin was born and raised in Middleburg, Florida. David repaired things for people. David needed a car, and Jacey really liked him, so she lent David her car. So you're planning to hang out with some friends or go to the gym, and you don't know what to wear, and you're so bored of all of your clothes. This is why Crystal Kiss offers a wicked selection of true crime merch to bring your wardrobe to life. From hoodies, leggings, and t-shirts to joggers, crop tops, and tank tops, Crystal Kiss has you covered. Make a fashion statement with Crystal Kiss. Check out crystalkiss.com today. And they became really close friends. But Jacey wanted to be more than friends. She wasn't sure how he felt about her though. Then, on March 11th, 2008, David told Jacey that he planned something special for the two of them. She was so excited, she had no idea what it was. They drove to a wooded area in Middleburg, Florida. Her mother hadn't heard from her, so she called and spoke to Jacey around 9:22 p.m., and Jacey told her that she was with David. Then, on March 12th, 2008, Jacey's mother was trying to get a hold of her. Her mother went to the dealership where she worked, but Jacey wasn't there. She hadn't come into work 2 days in a row. So, on March 13th, Jacey's mother went to the police and reported her missing. A coworker stated that on March 11th, 2008, Jacey talked about meeting David, who had planned something special for the two of them. The police obtained Jacey's cell phone records, and the last call from her mother placed her cell phone in Clay County. The police went through Jacey's phone records and got David's phone number. Then they were able to get David's cell phone records. They found Jacey's remains in a wooded area in Middleburg, Florida. Jacey had been beaten to death in the head with a blunt instrument. They found a pair of eyeglasses, slippers, some coins, and what appeared to be a blood stain on the ground. Her skirt was pulled up, indicating she was dragged, and her pockets were turned inside out. An autopsy revealed that she had been hit at least 7 times, and the injuries caused a skull fracture and a hemorrhage in her brain. David Martin was arrested on March 17, 2008, for shoplifting at a Walmart in Pinellas County. If you're looking for true crime merch with a great fit and feel, look no further. Crystal Kiss has a wide selection of clothes to brighten up your wardrobe. I like to wear clothes that make a fashion statement and says something about me. Like, our true crime and chocolate design describes me very well. I love chocolate and I love watching true crime, so they go hand in hand. Our hoodies are so soft and can be paired with one of our true crime joggers to make a super comfy outfit. Our true crime t-shirts fits true to size and last several washes. For a night out, throw on a pair of heels with one of our true crime leggings and a crop top. Whatever you're doing, Crystal Kiss has you covered. You people in the US get free shipping when you order 3 or more items. You can also use discount code MURDER15, that's MURDER15, and save 15% off your entire order. Check out our wicked selection of true crime merch today at crystalkiss.com. And at the time, he had Jacey's car, so investigators brought David in for questioning. At first, he said Jacey came by his house in Jacksonville, Florida, and they hung out in the evening. He said he dropped Jacey off at home and he paid her $50 to borrow her car so he can go and see his girlfriend in St. Petersburg, Florida. But then he changed his story. He said that Jacey didn't want to lend him her car, so they got into a verbal altercation. Then he pushed her out of the car and drove away, leaving her behind. But then eventually, David did confess. He said he and Jacey were smoking. David stated that he killed Jacey because his girlfriend, the woman he loved with all of his heart, was hurt so bad and he had to go to her. David and his girlfriend had been exchanging calls and texts throughout the whole day. His girlfriend stated, and David confirmed, that she was concerned that David was pursuing a relationship with Jacey. David claimed that his girlfriend was not happy about him not being at home and that the conversation overwhelmed him. David said that he attacked Jacey with a hammer from his car and continued to hit her in the head after she was unconscious. Then David threw the hammer and Jacey's phone into a river. After David killed Jacey, bank records and video surveillance revealed that David used Jacey's ATM card at a Domino's Pizza and attempted to withdraw cash from her account. After he killed Jacey, David drove to his girlfriend's home in St. Petersburg, arriving around 3 a.m. the next morning on March 12th. His girlfriend described David's arrival as unexpected and said that David seemed very happy and was giddy and smiling. I don't really know how anybody can be giddy and happy after they just murder somebody. During this visit to St. Petersburg, David drove his girlfriend to and from her job at a grocery store and slept at a rest stop in Jacey's car. That same day, David drove back to Jacksonville and then returned to his girlfriend's home 2 days later on March 14th. David's girlfriend testified that David was joking about killing somebody to steal a car so he can visit her. David drew a map to Jacey's body for the police.
So you're driving there? Yeah, I'm driving. Okay. Because what we did is, after I dropped off at the property line, okay, because she's letting me use her car to come down here and see my fiance. Okay. Because I paid her, I paid her money to do that, to use her car. Make sure she said she had a way to work everything, so everything was supposed to be good. Okay. And I left there, and I headed down here.
You need to help yourself. We need to help her family. We need to get some answers. Okay? It's that simple. Okay? There's a lot of stuff that's mounted against you. You said so yourself. The picture doesn't look that good.
Oh, I know.
Okay? The best thing that David can do for David is to help us find her. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You want to tell me what happened?
I freaked out. I just freaked out. I remember everything that happened.
Is it true about just wanting to call her?
Yeah.
At one point, did you get the hammer? Did you just go get out of the car and come back, or did you have it on in your pants?
Get out of the car.
So you hit her in the head? I guess. Do you
I
think?
hear the one time. I remember I actually swung the hammer.
Okay.
And I seen her fall.
Okay.
And then the next thing, it's like a blur.
Okay.
The next thing I can actually remember is dragging her over to the bushes.
David Martin was charged with first-degree murder of Jacey McWilliams. He was indicted for armed robbery charges for stealing her car. December 4th, 2009, he was sentenced to death. Prison records indicate that David remains incarcerated at the Union Correctional Institution in Rayford, Florida. Well, thank you so much for joining me on this week's episode of Murder Speaks. I hope you enjoyed it. And for everybody who knew Jacey McWilliams, I'm very sorry for your loss. If you want access to bonus podcast episodes and you want videos from me, videos you will not find anywhere else, follow me on Patreon. I put the link in the show notes. Check out my YouTube channel, Murder Speaks, for more real crime stories. Join me again on Murder Speaks. Thanks. Bye.